Hey guys, I'm Smith from Backbench Coder. So in this video, I'll be talking about some of the unknown console methods which can be really helpful for your day-to-day JavaScript projects. So right now I am inside a Chrome console. And what is console? Console is command line interface for the browser. So let's start with console.log, which is basically ABC of JavaScript. And what it does, basically it prints out whatever you passed in here. So let's say this is by world, cool. And then it can also perform some arithmetic operation, which is, let's say, console.log. It performs some runtime operation and then print out the result. So 8, fine. Now let's say you want to give a warning to the user. Now in this case you can definitely use console.log, but there is a better method which is console.warn. So now let's say, and this is a beta version, and then look at this. So now this is a warning with this warning icon, fine. And now say you want to catch an error and log it out. So now here you can also use console.log, but there is a better method which is console.error. So it comes with a error icon. So let's say there is an error. So now look at this. This is an error icon with this kind of red background. So I just cleared the console with Control L. Now guys, do you know that you can also use CSS inside console.log method? Let's see. So console.log, fine. Now to use CSS, you should first start with %C and then write whatever you want, which is, let's say, I am a bad coder, and then just put a comma and then write your style inside a string. So let's say this is, I want background to be blue. Let's execute this. Look at this, guys. You can also use CSS inside console.log method. But what is the use of this? Like, we can use CSS inside console.log method, but there is no practical use, right? So let me show you an use case, which is, if you go to your Facebook and just go to console, you can see this warning which is stop, and then this says this is a browser feature intended for developers if someone told to copy and all. So now look at this, guys. Facebook really want to grab your attention here because this is a security risk. Look at this, at the top there is also a warning, but it is more highlighted, right? So let's implement this one. Let's implement this CSS. So let's say console.log, fine, use %C and let's write stop, end, comma, and then start your CSS, which is font size, I guess 3 rem or 5 rem, let's say 3.5 rem, fine. And then comma, sorry, a semicolon. You can use multiple CSS using a semicolon, and then say what, like color red, and then this semicolon is optional. So let's execute this one. Look at this. Like, let's say you are an web developer and you really want to grab your users' attention to a specific warning, you can use this CSS inside console.log methods, right? So this is cool. Let's clear this again. Okay. So next one is really cool, guys. I use this a lot. So guys, you can log any 2D array or n-dimensional array or any JavaScript objects in a tabular form. So before I explain this, so just hold a second. Let me create an object which is, let's say, obj. Okay, so I created an object which holds 3 values, coder 1, coder 2, coder 3, and then for every coder it holds some details, which is name, language and rank, fine. Now just log it out using console.log, console.log obj. Let's see. Okay, so this is the normal console.log output, but now just console it using table, console.table, and just pass the obj. Let's see, guys, look at this. So this is in a tabular form, so you can see this, how readable this is now. So coder 1, this is name Sumit, language rank, coder 2, this is name, and this is so cool, guys. But now you can also sort any column. So you just click the name of the column and look at this. This is an arrow. This is an arrow which says this is in ascending order or descending order. So in this case this is in ascending order. So look at this. If I click on, let's click on rank and look at this. These ranks are sorted in ascending order, and then the values are also sorted. Alright, so yeah, this is cool. Now you can also use a 2D array and it will just log it out in a tabular form. So this is cool, just check this out. Fine. This sorting feature I use a lot. Okay, so let's go to the next one, just clean it. Fine. So the next one is console.assert. So this is used for to check the test cases if this is passed or not. I mean, you will not use this a lot, but this is definitely a handy feature. So let's see console.assert. Fine, let's say just a small calculation, 2 plus 3, and then just check if it is equal to 6. So this is not. In this case you can pass a string which will be the error message. Let's say what. Fine, now just enter. Look at this. This is assertion failed what, but if the calculation is true, I mean if the assertion result is true, it will not log anything. So let's see console.assert. Fine, and let's say 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and then just assert what. Now in this case this is true, but as the assertion result is true, it will not log anything. So this is a cool handy feature you can use in to test your result, test your big calculation result. Fine. So the next one is console.time. I mean, this is really cool, guys. Let's say you have a function or you have an algorithm and you want to calculate the total time taken by the function. How can you do this? So you can do this using console.time. So basically what it does, so let's say console.time, basically it creates a timer with a label. Let's say I am a timer, and this I am a timer, this one is the ID of the timer. Okay, so how can we use this? Let's just create a function which is check time. Fine, and then at the starting just create the timer, console.time, let's say timer 1. Fine. Okay, let's say I want to perform a sorting method, so just create the array which is
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 9.
Okay, so just arbitrary numbers, and then what you want, I want to sort this. I mean what I want basically, sort. Cool. And then at the end of the function just end the timer, console.time end, and then the ID which is timer 1. Let's see, just end the function. Cool, let's see, this is defined the function, and then just run the function which is check time. Look at this. So it takes basically 0.041 millisecond to perform this operation, sorting operation. Yeah, and this is cool, na? So if you are a guy who plays with data structures and algorithm in JavaScript, this is a cool method for you. Okay, so now how can you clean this console? You can either use Ctrl+L, or you can use this little icon here, or you can use a method which is console.clear. So this will just clear all the consoles. Now here is a note, guys. Cleaning the console does not mean that you are erasing the memory, you are erasing the variables from this Chrome. It just clears the interface. So if you really want to clear the memory, and what I mean by memory, let's say I just created a function which is check time, right? So if I execute this, it is still in the memory, so I don't need to define this. Now if you want to really clear this memory, what you can do, you can use window.location. There is a local storage, but I'll be talking about that in a separate video. Window.location, and then reload. So it will basically clear all the variables. Fine, look at this. If you now go to check time, there is a check time, but now this will give an error like check time is not defined. Yeah, that is cool. That is all for this video. So these are just few unknown but useful console methods. If you like this video, if you like this cool methods, just hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. Yeah, that's all. Bye.